Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Finca, which I made a video a little while ago about 5 games I have been playing recently and which ones you wanted to know more about. And this was one of them. First of all, this game is lovely. You are just out in the Italian countryside, which I would imagine is beautiful. I've never been there, maybe one day. But in this game, you are collecting different resources so that you can go and deliver them and get the most points. There's a little more to it than that. So, how does it work? It is a game for 2 to 5 players, so things will vary a little bit based on player count. So the more players you have, the fewer farmers you will get. So in a 2-player game, you're going to get like 5 of these farmers, and in a 5-player game, you're only going to get 2 or 3, I forget. So you have this central wheel, and it has 2 sections that have lines on it. Those are important because those are how you collect your delivery donkeys. So you are just going to randomly place out each of these items in the wheel. So it'll be a little different every time you play. And it will look something like this. And then to start the game, everyone's going to start off by placing their farmers one at a time. So of course I am green, so maybe I would place here. And if this were a 2-player game, the next person would place there. I'll place here. They'll place there. You can place on the same tiles. That's totally fine. So maybe we do that. Whatever tiles you place on, you are going to get those goods initially. And they are so cute. They're wooden. This is the standard retail edition. These are not upgrades. Everything just looks great in this game. I'm missing one. Which one did? Oh, the fig. So here are your 6 different resources that you can collect. And technically you can have as many of them as you want. However, if someone moves to a blade and needs to collect a resource and the supply is empty, everyone has to return all of that resource that they have collected. So you don't want to necessarily be too greedy, because if you're hoarding all of the lemons and somebody then needs a lemon, you just lost all your lemons. So there is a little bit of take that. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a big part of the game that you're trying to do that to people, but that's how it does work. The resources are limited. They, again, are based on player count, so you will remove certain amounts if you're playing with fewer than 5 players, and you could lose your resources. So if you ever move past the dotted line on either one, you collect a donkey, which is great because donkeys are how you're going to make deliveries. So when you collect a donkey, you keep it in your supply, and when you are ready to make a delivery, your donkey can carry up to 6 goods. Where are these goods going? Great question. So there is this board of all of these different little towns, and each of these towns is going to have delivery tokens on them. So for example, this town wants 2 oranges and 2 almonds. And this one wants 2 lemons and 2 figs. And they come in different amounts. This one just wants 2 oranges. And there will be then a few others stacked up underneath it. So a town can be delivered to multiple times. So when I take my donkey out, my donkey is single use before he has to go back to his stable. So I want to plan efficiently. I could deliver here with 4 goods and here with 2 because my donkey can hold 6 goods. All donkeys hold 6 goods. Or maybe I just want to get a delivery out of the way, get some points, and maybe I'm just going to deliver the 2 oranges. My donkey goes back to the stable. I get the points, and then the next card is flipped up. There are also these little tiny cards on each village that are going to show an item. And what that means is if you are the person who takes the final tile from one of these regions, everyone is going to look at their delivered cards. And so for this one, for example, is lemons. Whoever has delivered the most lemons throughout the game up to that point is going to win this tile, which in this case is worth 5 points. And one of these fincas is going to be placed on the region, indicating that this region is now complete. Based on player count, you will have a certain number of fincas that need to be set out. And once that is reached, that is what will end the game. So more players, more fincas. And the other thing is movement around here. So like I said, I could move Here, collect my donkey. But how do you know how many you're moving? Well, right here we have 2 pawns on there. So this farmer would get to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. The other thing is, let's say there was already someone on the lemon. It could be me. So they move their 2, 1, 2. Oh, 2 people, they collect 2 lemons. So if you plan your move smartly, you can collect multiple of a good all at once. And based on how many people are on your tile when you leave it, you can move farther and farther around to get where you want. So that's where you want to look kind of at each of your farmers and decide how far do I want to move, where do I want to end up, how much do I want to collect. So there is a little bit of puzzling out there, all while taking into account what goods are needed to be delivered, because there is that race. Once someone delivers that tile's gone. So if you were both working towards the same thing, whoever gets to it first gets the points. So I think this game is really lovely. The components are amazing. The look is beautiful. It's a lot of fun to play. It is available on Board Game Arena if you want to try it out. But I have really been enjoying Finca. I would love to know, have you played this? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.